Hi, this is Tarot in White Oracle. When we get into the cloud to see what we see, this is the Virgo, you versus them. And this is reading for the current energy, but it will flow over the next 30 days. Remember that you are the master of your ship. So you can move it quickly or you can move it slowly. You can change directions. And I'm going to be reading for your person's feelings, thoughts, actions, wants, currently, and as the energy flows over the next 30 days. We're going to get into past, present, future, and let's go ahead and dive into it. When I was meditating, I was getting, where have all the cowboys gone? And I was also hearing, there's your trouble. You've been seeing double with the wrong one, and you can see. So that might resonate for some of you. And let's go ahead and get 2 for present energies, and then 2 for future energies, where everything will end up. And I'll go ahead and read these at the end of the reading. I'll put those there. So as I'm looking at the energy here, I do see that we've got our spendthrift and yielding energy. So this is the energy purpose of the connection. The universe has brought you together for you to learn something. And so I like to dive in to what that purpose is. So I do see that there's a lot of energy being put toward emotions or money or time putting into this. You keep putting time into this, energy into this, money into this, emotions into this, and there might be feeling like something is being wasted, something's not being built the way that I need it, or it's not connecting, and there's some sort of disalignment. And so there's a sense of the universe teaching you to concede, to step back, to not force things, to sometimes accept how things are. And if you need to surrender and walk away, do that. Or if you need to take a step back and reassess, what do we need to be doing better, rather than keep repeating the same thing over and over. You know, it's like when you're trying to, dig oil out of dirt that has no oil. It's this kind of thing. So I also get a reoccurring thematic energy that I like to pull, or it's also energy that's going to be playing out over the next 30 days. But there's some sort of theme going on between you two where, and I feel like it's coming from this side of the energy, feels very overwhelmed, breaking point, like they keep putting more and more in, but they're not getting what they need out. And it might not be this person's this person's fault. There could be something else going on, which we'll see when we dig deeper. But I do see that there's some sort of fantasy aspect here as well. There's some sort of aspect where it's like, are we grounding this? Are we making this real? Or maybe this person keeps weaving a web of fantasy to this person, making them believe things that never play out, and so they keep putting in more time or more energy. There's something like that going on. I do get past energy of the star and the sun. Now I do read for soul tribe, soul mate, and soul twins, and also karmic soul tribe, soul mate, soul twins, and that's primarily the frequency that I'm reading for. And these two energies, are the star and the sun, are very strong soulmate, soul twin energies. So it feels like something was fated, something came together, something was the right time, everything was happy, everything was positive. It felt like the right person, right place, right time, beautiful energy from the past. The current energy feels like waiting energy, investing energy, having a vision of what you want your future to be. And what you want that to be is some sort of solid ground between you, some sort of agreement where you both are on the same page, whether that's exclusive, living together, getting married or having family. There's some sort of next leveling up for you. And it's like there's a vision for this in the current energy. So it feels like there's some sort of, not contract, but maybe unspoken promise between you two. And hopefully it's not just a fantasy coming from this side of the energy, but it does feel like this side of the energy is putting in a lot. So let's go ahead and dive a little bit deeper with our tarot energies and see what else we get coming up. For the perspectives, I do get the owl and hop energy for Virgo. So this is the overall perspective of the connection or of their person, or the overall energy that's just flowing out of Virgo, which is very wise, knowledgeable. This is a very strong knowledge, wise energy as well. And so there's like a lot of wisdom, knowledge, and spirit. This is wisdom, knowledge, and spirit energy. And that's what I feel here with the owl. The hop is growing quickly, a plant that grows fast and also grows really tall. And so there's a sense that this spiritual aspect, or the knowledge being gained, the wisdom here is growing, or Virgo is growing through this connection to this person, especially if this is a soulmate, soul twin connection. So I do pick up the otter and the cattail for your person, Virgo, but it is in reverse. So there's a sense that your person is feeling disaligned. There's chaos. There's not peace. You know, there's an advice around slowing down, just letting it flow. You know, let it go and let it flow, and just flow with it. Roll over like the otter does on his back and just go with the stream. And that's the energy that I'm getting here as well, which is the universe's purpose, which is teaching you to let go, surrender, accept. Sometimes you have to give things up, whether it's an argument, a fight for something different, or the person itself. But sometimes you have to do that, because if you feel like you're forcing things and pushing things to make things happen, the person you're with, the other person, is going to have resentment toward that anyway, right? They're not going to feel like this is what they're wanting if they're feeling forced into things. So let's dig a little deeper and see what's going on. I'm curious about what this fantasy aspect is about, whether there's just something that's so special and spiritual that feels like a fantasy, or if your person is just pulling your leg. So let's go ahead and dive deeper. But I was hearing those songs, you know, where have all the cowboys gone? So there is a sense of your person feeling like, you know, where's my cowboy? Why isn't he showing up? Why is there promises that aren't being fulfilled? We're having a vision together about being together. Is that going to happen? Am I just wasting my time? And for some of you, you might be. For others of you, your person might step up. So let's go ahead and see what we get for the feeling space. All right, so I do see that Virgo's feeling space is Nine of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and Four of Wands. So this is energy that feels anxious, right? And a bit stressful. Your person could be having dreams about the connection. There's something spiritual that's happening in this person that I feel very strongly, from the owl, the star, the sun, and the Hierophant. And even in this image, it's like, even though there's stress and anxiety, it's like this person is turning toward source. This person is turning toward the divine, the higher realm, the subtle realms for guidance. And what I get here is the Page of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. So your person, again, is going inward for introspection, wisdom, meditation, prayer. This could be a self-help therapy energy as well. If your person is needing that and is at that point, take it as it resonates for you in the context of your relationship or situationship. But we do get the Page of Pentacles, and this is a strong energy around wanting to be mature and show up. This is not really committed yet, but this is like, I want to offer you something here. I want to make this. But on either side of wanting to make this with you, show up for you, be there, be present, there's anxiety and stress, and there's trying to take time to themselves, meditate, prayer, looking towards source, trying to find guidance in all of it. So let's go ahead and dive into your person's energy, Virgo, and see what we got going on over here. Feelings for Virgo's person. All right, so we do get the Ace of Wands, which is the most beautiful, powerful card in the deck when we don't have a, you know, an extra card in deck. And let's go ahead and take a look at this. So your person is the Ace of Wands, the Two of Cups in the world. So here we have, again, a strong energy around soulmate, possibly soul twin energy. We have that 1, 2, 3 times now. And the Four of Wands is also an energy around coming together, marriages, celebrations, unions, making this more solid. You know, this feels a bit like the Hierophant. So you know, I was picking up Four of Swords energy in this, but it's also a Four of Wands. So even though your person is like meditating, taking time to themselves, trying to figure out, go to source for the answers, but this energy is also a very strong energy around making this commitment more solid between you. These are two strong energies around the commitment, you know, but there's a lot of anxiety and stress and worry. But I do see that showing up on this person's side as well. There's like, I want to be together. I want to have that partnership. I want to connect with you. You feel like a soulmate to me, or you're someone who's very strong in my soul family. I get the Ace of Wands, which is that beautiful, all potential, all possibilities. It's the lightest energy in the deck. It's what's spiritual, anything can happen kind of energy. So this is a very strong spiritual energy as well that's connected right here. It's like, you know what, you guys can come together, you two, whoever you two are, you can come together and make anything possible in this. And we get the World. So there's something around a dream come true, getting what you want out of this, getting the person you want, but also, you know, like ready to move forward from not having your peace, ready to move forward from feeling overwhelmed, learning everything that you need to learn, and you are leveling up emotionally so that there's a completion around all that energy that felt like a breaking point, that felt like I keep investing, and what am I learning here? And so it's like you're learning your lesson that the universe is wanting you to learn, which is to not force things when you're not ready. And sometimes you need to take a step back, go at a slower pace or a faster pace, depending on the relationship where your person's at. And a sense of to not invest in arguments or invest money in things that are more wasteful, that are not being productive. You guys might be fighting about money. And there's lessons around that. And there's lessons around not investing your emotions or your time into things that aren't useful for the connection, useful for the growth between you, or for you yourselves if you feel like this person isn't the right person for you and you need to walk away. So let's see what else we get. I'm going to be drawing for perception. So this is Virgo's perceptions. It doesn't mean it's the truth. It just means that this is how Virgo perceives the connection, or they perceive you. And remember, this is a general, so you can flip the energy if you need to. All right, so we do get the Three of Swords, Knight of Cups, and Nine of Pentacles. So your person perceives you as having some sort of abandonment wound or a hurt. You were hurt in this, or you came in this connection hurt before, and you've brought that hurt with you. And your person perceives that in you, in the connection. It's like that comes up. And that might be part of what feels like I keep giving and giving, but I'm not feeling full. And maybe that's also coming from, you know, Virgo's person's energy over here. A sense that they keep trying to fill this void or hole, and they keep giving and giving, and maybe they are spending money. Maybe this has to do with being a shopaholic, trying to fill up that void, but it's not filling up. And so there's a sense of the universe teaching you that strong lesson around filling up your own emotion with source, through God, through source, through divine connection, and through your higher guidance, your higher self, rather than through material things. All right, we also get the Knight of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. So this is a strong energy that your person is perceiving this connection, or you as someone that they want to go toward. They want to offer love here. They want to offer something that's more foundational here. They want maybe to offer money to you. It feels like they want to give you money or help you out with your finances. They might see you as somebody who is more independent and doesn't like to blend money, or someone who's able to be on their own, able to be independent, someone who's strong financially too. So take it as it resonates for your situation. But there's something about offering something here, or to make your heart feel better. And it feels for a lot of you, it's like maybe the person is offering you money. But for others of you, this is just a sense of your person feeling like you're very independent. And it's like you have your own life going on. And at the same time, though, they want to give you something. They want to offer you something. It doesn't have to be in money, because this is an offer of love. So this could be, kind words. It could be, it's like they perceive you as someone that they want to take out on a date, that they need more quality time with, to help you to maybe feel more connected in the relationship. I do want to know what this fantasy is about, though. If it's coming from Virgo, like if Virgo is spinning a web of something that's a fantasy, or if there's just something strong and spiritual in this connection that feels like a fantasy. Wow, we get our Two of Wands. Well, you're getting some interesting cards here, guys. All right, so we do have our Ace of Cups. We had our Ace of Wands up here. We do have our Two of Wands here. We had our Two of Cups here. So this is a strong sense of balancing. It's like you're balancing yourself out here, Virgo's person. So the Three of Pentacles is like wanting to build life with you, having the building blocks here to create a life that we can together. So your person perceives this connection in a positive way. Like, we can do this. We can make this happen. We have what we need to build a life together. That's the energy I'm feeling here. I also get the Two of Wands. So another beautiful union, reunion. If you're not together, this is like, we can come back together. I'm on board with that. Or let's make plans to move forward if you are together, so that we can build a life together. And the Ace of Cups, which is, I'm open to that emotional reception. So you're wanting to give emotion here. You're wanting to give something of love here. And it's like your person is in a place where they're perceiving this connection as something that allows them to open up and receive. And yeah, beautiful energy. Very beautiful energy coming from Virgo's person. It's like lessons learned, learning how to do things better, feeling a soulmate, soul twin connection. Seeing the possibilities, potentials, the building blocks, wanting to build something here, seeing that the connection has the ability, and really just opening up their heart and being receptive. We do have some stress, anxiety over on this side, but also a strong desire to want to build upward. We also see some perceptions that this person is picking up on from their person or from the connection itself. It could be that the connection itself is bringing this up in them, and that they are perceiving their own wounded heart. but a sense of wanting to offer something in this connection, or perceiving you as someone who is receptive. So let's go ahead and dive in a little farther. We want to see what it is your person is wanting, or what is Virgo wanting. Remember, you can switch the energy if this fell out in the past. This is a strong past energy. And let's see what else. All right, so we do get the Ace again. And we do have a double 1 and a 1-1-1-1. Mostly a double 1 energy, 3, 3, and a 9, and another 3, 5, and a 1. Okay, so this is what your person wants. So in the past, your person was wanting to hash out those conversations. It feels like heavy, maybe sometimes argumentative conversations. Your person was wanting to hash it all out. And sometimes this might feel a little sharp or charging in, or it's not always the most polite or tactful way of going about things. But it's followed up with the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is very graceful, very tactful, open and honest, but with a lot of grace. So it's a sense that your person is wanting the heavy, sharper, maybe harsher conversations to just become more graceful, to have more grace in the way you're speaking with each other, especially on the matters that feel overwhelming, or if you're feeling out of alignment, you're not at peace, you're having a lot of stress, anxiety. Like, we do pick up a lack of peace on this side and stress and anxiety on this side. So both of you have something that feels heavy to you in this connection, or feels like you're not on the same page, or something to argue about. So I do also see the Ace of Swords, which is another strong energy around solution. So it's like your person is going from arguing, having strong words, to finding some sort of graceful and more tactful way of communicating, so that we can end up having a solution and ideas around what it is that we're doing. So your person's energy, Virgo's energy, is very communicative. It's like they want that communication to happen. They want to be talking. So what do we get for Virgo's person? What does Virgo's person want? All right, we do get our 5 of Pentacles reversed. The Star that came out in the neutral. So we get a Star energy again, and a 3 of Wands. Wow, this is a very spiritual connection. I can feel the spirituality in this energy, this energy, this energy, very emotionally open here. This is also divine timing. So it's like fate has a hand in this. This is a strong fate energy as well. And this as well. So we have like 3 fate energies here. So it's like, you don't have to worry about this. You don't have to fret. What's meant to be will be. What is meant to come for you will come for you. And fate is on your side in 3 different areas here. From the past to your person's current feelings, divine timing is intervening in order to help your person with how they are expressing, how arguments might be playing out, with how they're feeling in chaos or breaking point. Maybe they're spending too much to fill a void, or feeling like they keep giving and giving in emotionally, or it could be mentally too, but I feel it has more to do with money and emotions, giving and giving in this regard in some way, but things aren't paying out for them. So I also see that your person is wanting to not feel like they're left in the cold, or like they have to do it alone. Like there's a sense of wanting to feel like they have their companion, they have their person. And for many of you, you know, this energy is a strong earth energy, the world. So you may be connecting to another earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, of course, Virgo. Doesn't have to be, but that's a strong energy that's showing up. We do have a strong Taurus energy as well showing up here. This is a strong Leo energy and a strong Aquarius energy. And of course, our queen is Aquarius and Libra. So some of you may be connecting to Aquarius or Libra. And this is a strong energy around Pisces. So you may be connecting to a Pisces as well. We do get a lot of earth energy though. And we have another Aquarius energy showing up too. So the Five of Pentacles, the Star, and Three of Wands. Your person wants to feel like they have a partner. They don't want to be left out on their own or left out in the cold or abandoned. They don't want this abandonment wound that shows up here to play a part in this. They want to have that healing, you know, around that abandonment wound, around feeling overwhelmed, around feeling like I keep giving and giving with money or emotions, but it's not solving what's the problem is or what's inside. Or it's not fixing this between us. There's a sense of wanting that healing and just being at peace. So that's beautiful that your person is wanting that rather than wanting to create more chaos. We also get the Three of Wands, which is energy around expansion, moving forward, They don't want to be stuck in the past. They want to move forward. So this is very beautiful energy that you guys are creating between you. Let's go ahead and look at actions with the current energy and as it plays out over the next 30 days. All right, we get our Queen of Wands. All right, beautiful energy. You guys have a lot of fiery energy for earth signs. Queen of Pentacles. All right, Virgos. Virgo is ready to put that foundation down. They're like, let's do it. So we got Virgo is the Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. Why'd that have to show up at the end? So you get this at the very beginning and at the very end. We have the Queen of Wands and Queen of Pentacles, which is very powerful. You're Virgo. And remember, energy can be flipped. So Virgo, if you feel like you're here and your person's here, but take it as it resonates. I'm reading as Virgo for this energy side. Virgo's energy feels very confident, powerful, tapped into what their soul's purpose is. This is a very strong soul contract energy as well. It's like soul contract meeting the earth. Like, let's create this on earth. Let's do our soul purpose, what we agreed to, our souls agreed to. Let's fulfill that here on earth. Like, let's do it. Done. That's what that energy is. But after that, there's a sense of feeling restricted, a sense of feeling trapped, a sense of feeling like, I'm not sure, is there a solution here? So, you know, for the group of you where this Virgo in this connection is feeling their own wounded heart, like they're able to perceive their own wounded heart, this may be a restriction or feeling trapped around that. Or if it's your person, you know, Virgo might be feeling like there's no solution around this. You keep showing up with this wounded heart. You keep repeating this pattern of fear, and you know, you're trying to solve this problem with, you know, your emotion, your time, your money, and all that can be a beautiful thing into some degree, but it's like it's not healing it. So for many of you, there's a sense of you're going to be moving forward. You're going to be building this stronger between you. But that bit of anxiety and stress that was showing up at the very beginning, which we see again here, plays itself out at the end, which is a level of still having fear. You know, this is a fear energy. That's what these are. And it's like, there's a restriction. I don't know what the solution is for me, or maybe I don't know what the solution is because you keep bringing this into this connection and I'm not sure what to do now. All right, so we're going to go ahead and look at our actions for your person's side. So it doesn't feel like your person is weaving a web of lies, because your person wants truth here. So this fantasy energy feels more, who I'm reading for, this feels more like people who are very connected spiritually on a soul level. And so there's an aspect of fantasy here. Like a lot of times it can feel like a dream when you're so connected. Let's go ahead and see what we get for actions. All right, we get our Seven of Wands reversed, Seven of Pentacles reversed, and Queen of Cups. It's like she's in the neutral, but just a tiny bit of this way. All right, so the energy coming from your person might be why you're feeling restricted and you're perceiving a wounded heart energy. It might be why the anxiety is showing up for you. Because I do see that the Ten of Wands, their actions are feeling very stuck. This is like shutting down, and you're not processing the heaviness. This is a very heavy, burnt out energy when it's in the upright, but you're processing it. And because it's in the reverse, it's like it's very stuck and it's shutting down and you're not processing. This is also an energy around procrastinating, low effort, dragging your feet. And this energy is mostly upright, so it feels like a strong intuitive bond. You're connecting to your intuition. You might be having dreams about this person. This energy feels very connected to the Hierophant, the sun, the star here, as well as the star energy here and what this person's wanting, as well as the Two of Wands and the Two of Cups. So these are three very soulful energies right at the center, right at the core, which we get here and here as well. But it's slightly turned reverse. So it's like a bit of overwhelm, a bit of feeling disconnected or disaligned. So it's like, I'm connected to you. I can really feel this, but it feels a bit out of place right now. And I'm dragging my feet a bit. I'm procrastinating and I feel a bit stuck. And I might be shutting down just a bit or feeling stuck a bit. So I think that's why this person over here is feeling restriction. It's like, I'm ready to make these soul contracts happen. Let's do it. Why are we restricted? So the restriction energy is coming from this person. So their feeling space is beautiful. You know, it's like they feel like there's so much potential here. And there's soulmate, soul twin energy coming up. And it's like they've learned a lot of lessons. They've grown up a lot. There's a completion around the lessons that the universe is teaching them around not forcing things and to not putting materialistic things like money toward trying to fill themselves up or trying to put energy into problems and it's not solving. And you keep trying the same thing and you keep putting more energy in and it's like, it's not solving. It's not solving. So learning to, what as Einstein says, you know, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again. So it's like trying a new way of solving the problem. And a lot of times that can just be taking a step back and getting back into a different energy. I do see in the perception space, they see this connection as something that, you know, they want union, they want to plan for, being more receptive, having more, building something together. And they don't want to be alone. They want to heal things. They want expansion. But when it comes to the actual action part, this person feels like they're stalling, procrastinating, putting their feet in the sand, and they're feeling a bit disaligned emotionally, intuitively, even though they can feel it with you. So maybe the fantasy aspect is coming from themselves. You know, maybe they're causing their own problem. Let's review your energy real quick. Yeah, I mean, it's like you feel like making a marriage here. You feel like making a commitment here. You want to move forward here. Or you want to live together. Or you want to start that family. But it's like you want to offer something to this person. You want your person to feel better. You want to be able to heal that heart for them. For most of you. For some of you, it might be your own heart. But I feel like for most of you, it's coming from this person. You know, and it's like you want to have those honest conversations. You don't want to argue. You don't want to come in strong. You want things to be tactful and true and honest and coming to solutions, you know. And then it's like you're going to be moving in. You're going to be making an effort to solidify this into that next level. But now there's a bunch of restriction. How do we solve this problem? You're dragging your feet, you're procrastinating, you're feeling a little overwhelmed again and chaotic. And so this energy might just be within this own person, because this own person has a heart wound, a fear wound that shows up. All right, so let's go ahead and see what is our final energies that have come out. All right. Interesting. Okay, so we get the Ace of Cups. Yeah, we had the Ace of Cups here as well. So your person is perceiving this connection as an Ace of Cups, as something they can open up to, something that they can accept love from, be vulnerable in. Again, this is like taking a chance in love. There's a potential in love and emotion here. It's like they're not closed off. They perceive this as something that they can feel safe in, yet they get triggered. They start to have fear, and they stall, and they start to feel overwhelmed, and they start to drag their feet. So I see the universe coming in, stepping in. This is like the universe shaking things up for you, and it's going to feel, this energy often feels like, oh my gosh, why? Or why is everything crumbling and falling apart? You know, you can see the characters falling off the tower. But this is an energy around, even, it's like when you go to God and you pray and you say, hey, I really would like X, Y, Z to happen. And then the next day, something falls apart and you're like, oh my goodness, why isn't anything good going to happen? I was just praying for something wonderful. But then the next day after that, what you were praying for comes. And what needed to come could only come by everything falling down the day prior that you believed was solid ground, but wasn't. It was a false ground, and it needed to crumble in order for the solid ground to form. So that's what this energy is. And so that's what's going to be coming around. For many of you, you know, this is the next 30 days. And this is your snapshot. You know, if your ship is on the same path, going the same speed, you can slow down this, you can speed up this, you can change course correct. This is just information snapshot of your current energy and its trajectory over the 30 days. But at the end of those 30 days, for some of you, it could be sooner if you're driving that ship faster. This is what will happen. It's an unexpected, you don't see it, something going on that's going to shake things up, change the course, or make things fall down. And it could have to do with this person's behavior. But right after that, that Ace of Cups comes, which is what your person perceives in this, sees this connection as, which is opening that heart back up, opening up that vulnerability, having a sense of knowing that love can be safe here. And so that energy comes back in. All right, so that's what we have for you. I'm going to go ahead and read your advice energies as well. All right, so I do get on the pre-shuffle the bread of life advice. This is what he promised us, eternal life. So there's a sense of focusing on that which is eternal. And we know that when we're in very strong soulmate, soul twin connections, you can often pair up over lifetimes. We do reincarnate. We do have lives of our past and lives we will have in our future. Of course, it feels like future to you because we live in a linear timeline, but this is a reminder that all is eternal. And you have a lot of spiritual wisdom and eternal energy here and here and here and here and here. And so I can feel that this connection has a strong eternal bond to it. So this is a reminder that to just not fret things, because what is meant for you will come for you, and to focus on what you want, focus on the love, focus on the light, and things all come in divine timing. And often divine timing will take effect to shift things around for you. So this is a 1 John 2:25, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and a 10. So it feels like a 9 with a 10. So it's like you're going through a lot of stuff, and all of this is going to be hard, but it's going to bring you to a new beginning. A 1 or a 10 that becomes a 1, which is our Ace of Cups as well. So it's like the energy is all going to come back around for a beautiful start, a beautiful new beginning. We also get the 0440 or an 8 as advice. So this is about positive progression forward. You're making those positive steps forward. And listen to your gut feeling, your intuition, your integrity, relationships, value, insight, perception, love, and commitment, which is what this is all about. Trust your intuition. It's more than just a feeling. Be genuine with others and prioritize meaningful relationships. Remember to bring value to every interaction and treat others with respect, as your actions will return to you in kind. Be mindful of your boundaries. Too many voices can cloud your journey. So there's something in that spirit wants you to hear. And thank you so much for joining. I'm going to go ahead and dive a little bit deeper for those that want to see the soul energies and numerical energies, but we're pretty much done for right now. Let's see, we do get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is our soul contract energy. All right, so we do get a lot of soulful energy between you and a lot of intuitive, spiritual, and divine timing energy too. So on the soul level, of course, we have 2 strong energies of the star. There was another star here, yeah. We have 2 strong star energies, which is, Aquarius energy. You might be connecting with an Aquarius, but this is fate and destiny and soul purpose and soul twin, soulmate energy as well, eternal, a reminder. We also get, of course, the World and the Tower, which is also divine timing. So we have a lot of divine timing, divine intervention, and fated destiny energy that is occurring in the center. We also have between you two. We also, of course, have the Ace of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. So very intuitive, emotionally strong bond as well. The other soul energies, we do have our Queen of Wands, which is all about those soul contracts. The feminine energy of soul contract is dominant on the Virgo side, feeling those soul contracts between you. We do get the 2 of Cups, 2 of Wands, and 4 of Wands, which is soulmate, soul twin, and unions, reunions, marriages. And of course, we get the Hierophant and the Sun, which is a strong soulmate, soul twin energy, as well as commitments and unions So a lot of that energy is showing up between you two. In the numbers, we do get our ace. All right, I want to be able to quickly show you for those that wanted to hang in for the numbers. So we do get a 1, 1 coming together, a 1, 1 coming together. So 1, 1, 1, 1. On this side of the energy, we also get a 1, 1, 1. And 2 3s, but on this side of the energy, we do get the page, which is a 1, 1 and a 1. So we get a 1, 1, 1. We also have our 3, 3, 3. And I do see a strong sequence of 4s. So this side of the energy is 4, 4, 4, 4. That's because this side of the energy is very, we could feel throughout the whole reading, very strong with wanting to build a foundation, wanting to get that commitment together. And you can see it in the numbers as well with a 4, 4, 4, 4. You may be seeing sequences of 4s to know that this is for you, or a sequence of 3s, you may, or sorry, 1s, or you may be seeing 1, 1, 1, 1. You also may be seeing a sequence of 3s, 3, 3, 3, or 1, 1, 1. And so that's what we have here. Of course, then we've got a double 1 in the center as well. So a lot of 1s, a lot of 3s, and a set of 4s is what we have in the number energy. So thank you so much for joining, and blessings, and I will see you Virgos in 30 days. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, and remember, I do private readings, so you can join me on my main page. And you can also join on during the week when I do collective you versus thems. And on Sunday, if you feel this is a twin flame connection or mirror soul, I do mirror souls on Sunday. So I will see you later.